It's been over a year since we've had these gorgeous, gorgeous Carson City dollars. And I don't think they're going to last that long. So let's take a peek and give us a call. Here we go. And what we're talking about tonight is, well, high-grade, rare date Carson Cities. Now, the Carson City was made for 13 years, 1878 to 1885. Then they brought it back in 1889 through 1893. Then they closed their doors for good, right? Inside of the Carson City story is the fact that they only made 3%, less than 3% of all Morgan dollars. When you consider Philadelphia and San Francisco made all 28 years, New Orleans 26, this one 13, kind of fits right into the pocket. But high-end coins, well, you're going to say timeout, ding, ding, ding. When the U.S. Mint did the General Service Administration accounting of silver dollars left in their vaults, they found Carson Cities, about 3 million of them in total, and they auctioned them off to the American public in the early 1970s. Well, these 2 years, 1890 and 1891, were just not part of it. Very few coins known. Very few. Now let's talk about the grade, because if you're looking at these coins, the obverses are gorgeous. That reverse is stellar. The Sheldon scale, the grading scale, goes from 0 to 59, 59 being the highest grade on a circulated coin, and then 60 to 70 on the uncirculated coins, coins that never made it into circulation. When we're talking about an uncirculated coin versus we're talking about uncirculated as a coin, it sounds the same, they're the same words. But AU, about uncirculated, is a grade. We don't ever want to mislead anybody, because it can mean thousands of dollars on your coins. These two is exactly proportionate to that comment. About uncirculated as a grade, an AU. Don came up with us years ago, calling it a super slider. You look at it, say that slides by as an unk. It looks like an unk. Technically, if you send it into the grading services, they're going to say, yeah, it's way up there. It'll be a 53 to a 55, maybe a little higher, but it's not a 60, that's an unk. Well, for these two coins, that matters significantly. Significantly. Now, if you go to the GSA, as I referenced, there was less than 4,000 1890s and only 5,200 91s. And they sell for a couple $1,000s each if you want them in that holder. These exact coins and these exact grades. High grade AU. Competition, 959 and 859. Look at our price. Now, the reason why I love this grade is when you look at this, look at the reverse. When's the last time you've seen an 1890 or an 1891 Carson City where you can count every single breast feather, which is the highest point on the reverse? And when you can count them all, you're going to say, how is this not an uncirculated coin? Well, on the obverse, turn it over, the earlobe, which is the middle of the coin, might show a slight trace of wear. A little bit. The word liberty, very, very distinct. The cheek, everything wide open. Well, the bottom line is they say this is not unk. If it was unk, my competition's currently at $1,700 to $1,900 on an unk. So 3+ times more. Now, we all would love to have the unk, would we not? And we'd all love to be paying $4.99 for that unk. Would we not? But the bottom line is this. 82s, 3s, and 4s in the marketplace today with my competition sell for $4.99 to $5.99. Of the 3 million coins in the GSA, General Service Administration sale of Carson City dollars in the early 1970s, about 85% of the coins were those years. And today they're still at that price. Heck, the 2021 100th anniversary Morgan dollar, struck by Philadelphia with the CC mint mark, which sold out on May 24th. Today, we sold out last week at $349.95, and we know there's 175,000 of them. Here's another way to look at this, right? If we know there is, give or take, 500,000 plus of the 82s, 3s, and 4s, we know there's a good number of 78s, 80, 81, 85s that are all part of the GSA. When you look at PCGS and NGC together and look at their history, they've been doing this for just about 40 years now. You come up with 30,413 and 37,787, all grades combined. That just tells you these late date CCs aren't out there, and they were not in the government's vaults. Now the mintage figures are straightforward and they stand out. At this time, there were 4 mints striking the coins. Philadelphia in 90 was 16.8, New Orleans 10.7, San Francisco 8.2, CC 2.3. Again, 2.3, 4 times more rare than the S at 8.2. 1891, very similar, 8.6 Ps, 7.9 Os, 5.2 S's, CC 1.6. So even though everything else was shrunk, the CC was shrunk even more. So again, that's this beautiful deal. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. Yes, I'll re-explain Super Slider one more time. So the grading scale is a 70-point scale. 0 to 59 is a circulated coin. Coins that were intended for circulation, and the higher the number, the more they look like this. When you get to 60, that's uncirculated, and then the degree of uncirculated goes to 70. Those don't exist on these vintage coins. Again, this is a 130-plus-year-old coin. About uncirculated is the technical grade, and it's numbered between 50 to 59. Our coins are 53 to 55 in grade. We call them super sliders because when you look at them, you think they slide by as an unk. They're that gorgeous, as you can just see here tonight. But we know the technical aspects will not give you that. On the other hand, a technical unk sells for $1,700 to $1,900. That's the marketplace. It's not a horrible price, but that's why we love this grade, because where my competition's at $9.59 and $8.59 respectively on these two, we're under $5, and they look this gorgeous. Now that is something special.